Hello, I am Dr. Linda Parker. Some mornings, life gives you a quiet moment. A moment when the warmth of a simple bowl of oatmeal reminds you that your body is still fighting for you, even on the days you feel tired, discouraged, or older than you should. And yet, inside those arteries, silent battle bursts are happening, battles you cannot see, but you can feel. The heaviness in your chest, the breath that comes a little too slow, the fear that your heart is aging faster than your spirit. But here's the truth: your body is not giving up. It is waiting for you to choose one powerful step, one healing decision, one ingredient that can change everything. Add flaxseed to your oatmeal. This tiny warrior works quietly, breaking down plaque, easing inflammation, helping blood flow the way your heart has begged for all these years. It's not just an ingredient, it's a promise that you are still in control of your future. Every spoonful becomes a statement: I choose life. I choose healing. I choose to protect my heart. You deserve to feel lighter, stronger, safer in your own body. And this small habit can become the beginning of your comeback story. Flaxseed is one of those rare gifts from nature. TBR hat seems almost too simple to be powerful, yet its impact on the human body, especially on the heart and arteries, is profound. When you add flaxseed to your oatmeal, you are not just sprinkling a topping, you are adding one of the richest plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly alpha-linoleucinic acid, which is known for its remarkable ability to support artery cleansing and reduce inflammation throughout the cardiovascular system. These omega-3s act as natural protectors inside your blood vessels, softening the rigidness caused by plaque buildup and helping to decrease the stickiness of cholesterol particles that tend to cling to artery walls. Over time, this makes a significant difference for anyone dealing with high cholesterol, high blood pressure, or early signs of cardiovascular strain. But the beauty of flaxseed goes deeper than the nutrients it contains. It's about the Heelenberg rhythm it creates inside your body. Every day you consume these omega-3s, your arteries get a little clearer, your circulation becomes a little smoother, and your heart beats with a little less resistance. Inflammation, which silently contributes to almost all heart-related issues, begins to calm down. Chronic inflammation stiffens blood vessels, narrows pathways, and weakens the inner lining of the arteries. Flaxseed works almost like a fire extinguisher, soothing the inflamed areas and allowing your blood to move freely without battling against swollen, irritated tissue. This reduction in inflammation isn't just a scientific detail. It's something you can feel in your energy levels, your breathing, and even in the tension you carry throughout the day. People often assume that heart problems appear suddenly, like a dramatic event that shows up without warning. But the truth is more subtle. Arterial plaque and inflammation build quietly, year after year, shaped by stress, diet, lack of sleep, or simply the natural aging process. And because you can see what's happening inside your arteries, it's as easy to underestimate just how much your daily choices matter. That's exactly why Flaxseed becomes such a powerful tool. It gives you a way to influence the invisible. With every serving, you are sending nutrients into your bloodstream that help repair, soothe, and protect. Omega-3s help your body break down unhealthy fats, reduce oxidative stress, and promote elasticity in the vessel walls, making them more flexible and more capable of handling the natural pressure of blood flow. And when your arteries are more flexible, your blood pressure naturally becomes easier to manage, reducing strain on your heart. The fiber in flaxseed also plays a vital role. Soluble fiber binds to CBR cholesterol and escorts it out of the body before it has the chance to settle on artery walls. This combination, omega-3s lowering inflammation and fiber reducing cholesterol, is one of the most effective natural partnerships in nutrition. It's no wonder so many cardiologists and nutrition experts recommend flaxseed as part of a heart-healthy diet. Yet beyond its science, there's something deeply empowering about this tiny seed. It reminds you that you don't need complicated routines, expensive supplements, or drastic lifestyle changes to begin protecting your heart. You simply need one intentional habit, done consistently. And that's where real healing begins. When you start your morning by adding flaxseed to your oatmeal, you are sending a message to yourself that your health matters, that your heart deserves care, that you value the years ahead of you, and that you are willing to take Actibar Ion, even if it's just one spoonful at a time. Over weeks and months, this simple habit creates momentum, lower inflammation, cleaner arteries, more stable blood pressure, and improved cholesterol profiles. Your body begins to respond with gratitude. You might notice more stamina during the day, less heaviness in your chest, a calmer pulse, or a sense of internal lightness that you haven't felt in years. These are the subtle signs of arteries opening, blood flowing more freely, and inflammation settling down. And as your cardiovascular system becomes healthier, the rest of your life follows. NEBR-RGY levels rise, sleep becomes deeper, stress feels more manageable, your mood becomes steadier, because a healthier heart doesn't just keep you alive, it allows you to fully live. All of this begins with understanding that healing doesn't always require big dramatic changes. Sometimes it's the choices, the ones made in your own kitchen, in your own time, that transform your health. Flaxseed is a reminder that even the smallest things can create extraordinary results when used with consistency and intention. When you choose omega-3 rich flaxseed each morning, you re-choosing a future Werber. Your arteries stay clean, your heart stays strong, and your body continues to support the life you want to live. And in a world full of noise, stress, and constant demands, giving your heart this kind of gentle support is one of the most powerful acts of self-respect you can make. Daily consistency bar. Why not? Perfection creates powerful long-term heart protection. And this truth is one of the most misunderstood yet life-changing principles in health. Most people believe they need dramatic transformations, flawless routines, or big commitments to see meaningful results. But the heart doesn't work THBR way. Your cardiovascular system responds to repetition, not intensity. It heals through steady nourishment, not occasional extremes. And the greatest breakthroughs in heart health come from what you do every single day, not what you do perfectly once in a while. This is why consistency matters so deeply. Your heart beats over 100 times a day, pushing life through your veins without pausing, complaining, or waiting for the right moment. It shows up for you, even when you're stressed, tired, overwhelmed, or discouraged. And in return, it needs you to show up for it, not with perfection, but with simple daily choices that support its strength. When you choose a heart-healthy action once, your body feels it for a moment. When you choose it daily, your body transforms. Even the smallest habits, adding flaxseed to your oatmeal, walking for 10 minutes, drinking water instead of soda, choosing one meal that supports blood flow, become powerful because they are repeated. Your arteries, your blood pressure, your cholesterol levels, your energy, and your inflammation respond slowly, subtly, gradually, until one day the difference is unmistakable. The problem is that people give up when they don't see instant change. They think, I only walked today, that one help, or I ate healthy this morning, but it won't matter if I make a small mistake later. But that mindset is what holds so many hearts back. Healing doesn't require perfection. It requires direction. It requires commitment to the journey, not flawless discipline. Your heart improves from the rhythm of your habits, not the aggression of your expectations. Think of your arteries like a garden. You don't transform a garden by watering it perfectly once. You transform it through small, regular care, day after day, sun after season. Some days the soil is dry, some days the sun is too strong, some days you forget. But when you come back the next day, the garden responds. The heart is the same. Every time you choose consistency over perfection, you rewatering the garden of your life. When you add flaxseed to your oatmeal every morning, the omega-3s continue to reduce inflammation little by little. When you walk most days of the week, your circulation improves and your blood pressure slowly shifts. When you reduce sugar just a bit each day, your arteries experience less oxidative stress. These small decibels may seem insignificant in the moment, but their cumulative power is extraordinary. Tiny improvements repeated daily become long-term protection. Small choices create big outcomes. And when it comes to your heart, the outcomes are everything: better energy, clearer arteries, lower risk of complications, and more years with the people you love. Consistency also builds trust within your own body. Every time you follow through on a healthy decision, even if it's small, your brain and heart register it as a step toward safety. Your nervous system becomes calmer. Your stress hormones stabilize. YBR, our blood vessels, relax. Over time, this creates a body environment that supports healing instead of resisting it. Most people fail at health goals not because they are incapable, but because they expect perfection. The moment they slip, they think they've ruined everything. But here's the truth: our heart doesn't remember yesterday's mistake. It responds to today's choice. It responds to what you give it now, not what you didn't give it before. If you miss a day, you come back the next day. If you overeat on one meal, you make the next one a healing one. If you skip your walk, you choose a few minutes of movement later. The power is always in the return. Consistency is built not by perfect days, but by the ability to restart again and again, and every restart strengthens you more than perfection ever could. The real magic of daily habits is that they train your identity. After a few weeks, you no longer say, "I am trying to be healthy." You begin to say, "I am someone who protects my heart." That shift is where real transformation begins. You stop negotiating with yourself. You stop waiting for motivation. You stop doubting your ability. You simply live the commitment. And the Heartfelt responds beautifully to that kind of loyalty. Over months and years, consistency becomes your shield. It becomes the reason your arteries stay clear, the reason your energy improves, the reason your stress reduces, and the reason your life expands instead of shrinking. Your heart doesn't need perfection. To thrive, it needs your daily presence, your steady intention, and your willingness to care for it in small, meaningful ways. One spoonful of flaxseed, one healthy breakfast, one walk, one good night of sleep, one moment of calm breathing. These things become the quiet architecture of a stronger, longer, healthier life. And when you look back years from now, you remember the days you weren't perfect. You'll remember the day you decided to show up for your heart every day, in small ways, without giving up. And that decision will be the reason you are still here, living, breathing, and thriving. Small habits can reverse years of silent internal damage when practiced with intention, and this truth is often the most overlooked source of hope for anyone struggling with heart issues, chronic inflammation, or the slow wear and tear of aging. We tend to believe that Dhamma, inside THBRE, body, especially the kind we cannot see, must be permanent, unchangeable, or too advanced to repair. Yet the human body is one of the most resilient systems ever created. It remembers how to heal, it knows how to restore, and it responds with surprising strength when you consistently offer it small choices that support recovery rather than destruction. Even after years of unhealthy patterns or silent internal stress, change is absolutely possible. Not through overwhelming effort, not through extreme diets, not through punishing routines, but through small habits practiced with genuine intention. The reason small habits work is because the body heals gradually, cell by cell, pathway by pathway, day by day. Arteries don't become clogged, overnight inflammation doesn't rise in a single moment, stress hormones don't stay elevated from one bad decision. These conditions develop through repetitive ion, through daily strain, through unnoticed choices, and because damage is built in small steps, healing is built that way too. When you repeat a positive habit like adding flaxseed to your oatmeal, drinking more water, or taking a short walk after meals, you are reversing the same mechanisms that caused the harm in the first place. You re-lowering inflammation bit by bit. You re-improving blood flow one day at a time. You re-helping your arteries relax and become more flexible. Small actions compound inside the body the same way small stressors once did, but now in the direction of healing rather than decline. The beauty of small habits is that they bypass the feeling of overwhelm. People often fail because they try to transform their entire lifestyle in one sudden burst of motivation. They plan perfect diets, strict routines, and long workouts, and then life happens. Stress hits, fatigue sets in, discipline slips. What was meant to change their life becomes too heavy to carry. But small habits don't demand perfection. They don't require rearranging your entire day. They simply ask for a moment of intention, a few seconds to choose something kinder for your body. And because these HBR habits are easy to repeat, they become ingrained. They become part of your identity, part of your rhythm, part of the quiet conversation you have with yourself. I am someone who chooses healing. When practiced with intention, small habits also reshape the brain's reward system. Each successful chob or ice sends a signal of accomplishment, reinforcing the behavior and making it easier to repeat. Over time, your brain begins craving the habits that make you feel good. This shift can dramatically improve long-term heart health. For example, a small habit like adding a spoonful of flaxseed each morning can reduce years of plaque buildup and inflammation. A simple habit like walking after dinner can lower blood sugar spikes and reduce artery stress. Drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning can support kidney function and reduce blood viscosity. These tiny habits create physiological reactions that ripple throughout the body, slowly unwinding internal damage that took years to form. But the real power comes from intention. Anyone can perform a habit mindlessly, but when you do it with awareness, when you remind yourself why you're redoing it, the emotional weight behind the action, ABR, amplifies its power. Intention is what turns a simple act into a statement of self-respect. It transforms a habit into a promise. When you choose a healthy behavior consciously, you are not just supporting your physical health, you rewriting your relationship with yourself. You re-choosing to value your future more than your temporary cravings. You re-choosing to believe in your body's ability to heal, rather than accepting decline as inevitable. That belief alone creates a profound internal shift. Many people underestimate how much the body can heal even after decades of wear. But research has repeatedly shown that arteries can regain flexibility, inflammation can be lowered, cholesterol can be balanced, and cells can regenerate. Your heart can strengthen, your blood vessels can soften, you reliving the strength in your chest, the clarity in your mind, the peace in your heart, was created not by perfection but by the simple courage to begin and the determination to keep going. Your comeback story begins with the choices you make today.